All right, so I'm Falen with KDWB. I'm so lucky to be here with Erin. Now I'm going to say this. Hatzikostas?
You nailed it.
I did.
You freaking nailed it.
Okay, I was like so stressed out about ruining your name.
Yes, welcome to the rest of everybody's thoughts.
Yeah. Okay, so my first question is, because this is so exciting, we're so close, and I'm sorry for my coffee breath, but you are truly an inspiration to so many people, and I don't know how people get into that space. How did you get into the space of inspiring people to be their authentic selves?
Oh gosh, totally accident, of course.
Yeah.
You know, it really started when I was given a job. I had no idea what I was doing. I was the CEO of a company of about 1,000 people. Kind of tripped and fell into it.
Casual.
Yeah.
Casual
Yeah. There's
CEO
a story.
of 1,000 people.
There's a story behind it. But I didn't know what I was doing. And the company was sort of in the pooper when I took it over, though. And in 3 years, we tripled earnings, and employee engagement was up like 12 percentage points.
Wow.
But I still was like, when am I going to be found out? Like it wasn't imposter syndrome, but I was like, I am not sacrificing what this guy and this girl are doing. I would sit at tables and be like, oh my God, they're traveling every week. Oh my gosh, they're giving up their weekends because something, is broken. And so I thought I was getting lucky. And then when I decided to retire to do new things, I didn't know what it was. People kept saying, we're going to miss your authentic leadership. And I was like, and they kept saying it, and they saying it. And it hit me. I wasn't getting lucky. I was actually playing a different game.
Okay.
And then I had time to reflect. My son plays hockey, so I would sit in those god-awful like bleachers, and I decided to just like blog on my computer, but not really send it anywhere.
Yeah.
And started to reflect, and what I realized was, first of all, authenticity is not be yourself.
Okay.
It's not the same thing, because I was like, I don't just walk into work. I'm very genuine stuff, but I don't conduct work just like I do if I went to your house for a dinner party, right? And I found the Greek word was authentikos, which means to be genuine, but it means to be original and authoritative. And so I started to get this passion because it wasn't just a permission. So many people are like, oh, authenticity is a permission. But then they're like, but shit, it's not just about me.
Yeah.
Like, I actually have to have a good reputation. I have to lead people. I have to do good things. And what I realized is it's both that and it's what got me the results.
Okay.
It is what got me the best team. It is what got me trust amongst the executives. It is what got me through good negotiations. And when I realized it's actually a strategy, if you can think about authenticity as not about you, it's actually about the other person.
Okay, so I want to ask, in a world then where people are trying to be authentic, they say that all the time, right? And we're putting forward our social media face, our work face, our whatever it may be. What would be one tip for people? I know it's hard to be authentic.
Purposely expose humility. You did it right when we sat down. You're like, sorry for my coffee breath, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because you probably did that somewhat as a program thing, because you have probably collected data that says, hey, if I say something that maybe is not completely redeeming about myself, like, people will relax and they'll gain a little trust. So people underuse, whether it's starting a big town hall, an interview, an interview you're interviewing for a job. I actually teach a whole formula around your intriguing intro, and it all starts with the humility moment. So start collecting them too. What's fun is then when crappy things happen, when you're like, oh, I have the bad breath, oh, I tripped and fell on the way in here, oh, I messed up on that report, you'll think, thanks for the material.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
No. Yeah. But let's go.
Okay, I think we're ready. All right, let's do it. We got the thumbs up.
The thumbs. Oh,
okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Ooh. Oh, okay, sorry. That was ridiculous.
So, let's describe yourself, your authentic self, in 3 emojis.
Party person.
Okay.
Eye roll. I use that one all the time because I hate bullshit. And poop emoji.
Okay, I lied a little bit. Okay, but it's calming. Okay. All right. So, what is a song that you would play to amp yourself up and get you in that mindset of being authentic?
Greatest Showman.
Okay.
This Is Me. It's my number one. And the other side, where they do the negotiation.
Okay.
To the other side. I can't sing.
We're going in the dark space. Do you think they'll be able to see us in here? Okay. Oh, so here's our
Here's where we pull out
be, because I know you're such an open book, but what would be something surprising people would learn about your authentic self?
When I'm in public spaces like a Target or something, I like to get away with tooting and
Okay, wait,
sometimes they make noise and I don't want to.
do you do it and then you look over at someone else and you're like,
Yeah.
ew?
Yeah. No, I don't even do that, but this is why I miss the propeller jet planes that I used to take to northern Michigan, because you could toot them away. Nobody could hear you.
We already know you have one book out, but you have another book coming out.
I'm obsessed.
Tell us about your new book and what you have coming up, because you're coming back to the Twin Cities and you're going around and touring with the book, but we have to know about the book and coming back here.
Well, I'm totally obsessed. It's called the 50% Rule.
Okay.
And it's kind of an authenticity hack. And it essentially teaches you, here we come. Ooh,
I know, we're already back.
We're already back. The 50%
You
rule.
just did your book, right? You just
I
did
did.
part of your book. You just rode the roller coaster.
I did. I
While doing an
50%
interview.
ruled it.
Yeah.
I mean, it basically says anytime you're doing something,
Mm-hmm.
only do half normal.
Okay.
Do half new. Only take half of people's advice. Only listen to half of what they have to say, and always throw that out and add in something new.
Okay.
But that's not enough for a book. That's not enough to be obsessed. I started using that over and over for myself and for other people. They would get stuck, and I'd be like, Falen, why don't you just 50% rule it? And they would go, oh my God. Here's where it gets really cool. I started to see it everywhere. Like Hamilton, 50% ruled musicals. John Madden, 50% ruled commentating. Spade Bananas, 50% ruled baseball. And so it's not just this like self-help tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the thing that can help you kind of go from underdog to unmatched like in a hot second without working harder. And it's so fun.
And when does it come out?
October 1st.
Okay. And you're coming back to the Twin Cities
I am.
to celebrate.
Yes, we're doing a tailgate book tour. We're doing everything tailgate themed, and the Minnesota one's at the Continental Diamond, where you would totally expect to go to a tailgate book tour.
Obviously, it makes sense. Diamonds, books, you. It all goes hand in hand. Erin, thank you so much.
Oh my God, thank you for talking to me on this crazy thing. And
Was it okay?
It was, except for that was one. There was one place like we were not.
There
going,
was one.
35
I did betray you.
residential.
I did betray you.